Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Monday, November 16, 2015, around 3:52 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts. Nice and sunny day, nice mid-fall day, highs in the 50s, and it's this weather should be like this all year round and stuff. Hopefully you're getting to do your yard work because it's down to the nitty-gritty. 2 more weeks left until they start picking up leaves. So get your leaves done, sticks, and compost for the better future because you will have to wait till the springtime. Some news to report. Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning has a partially torn left foot. He's going to miss some time. He's going to miss this Sunday's game. The Broncos are in first place in AFC West. They have a 3-game lead from the Chiefs and Raiders. But if Peyton Manning misses significant time, the Broncos' lead could be in jeopardy. And also, actor Charlie Sheen has announced he's HIV positive. That's not good. So prayers to Charlie Sheen. And Fox 25 in Boston has named the new weeknight female anchor Vanessa Welch from WFTV Channel 9 in Orlando, Florida, is coming to Boston, joining the Fox 25 news team. She's replacing Maria Stefanos, who left Fox 25 earlier this year and stuff. Elizabeth Hopkins was filling in for as a temporary female lead anchor until they found a new one. They should have gave Elizabeth Hopkins the job because she was real good. Elizabeth Hopkins is going to go back to anchor the weeknight news on the weekends as a lead female news anchor and stuff. I hope one of these days there's other ladies who work in the Orlando, Florida market on television that could come to Boston. You know who they are. And I always mention them on the video blogs and on Facebook. And that's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is about my review of the 1988 WWE Survivor Series from Richfield, Ohio at the Richfield Coliseum. This was the second straight WWE Survivor Series in Richfield, Ohio, suburban of Cleveland, Ohio, where the Cleveland Cavaliers used to play for many years before they moved downtown to the Quickly Loans Arena. And this was teams of 5 striving to survive. And this year, they had co-captains, and they had 4 matches. The first match was co-captains, The Ultimate Warrior and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. The Ultimate Warriors were the WWE Intercontinental Champion at this time. They were joined by Sam Houston, the Blue Blazer, and Jumping Jim Brunzell. They faced off against the Honky Tonk Man and Outlaw Brown Bass, who were team captains. They were co-captains. They were joined by Danish Jewish Stanley Davis, Greg the Hammer Valentine, and Bad News Brown. And this was like a 20-minute match and stuff like that. Bad News Brown walked out on his teammates because he was a loner and stuff. And also in this match, the Blue Blazer suffered a legitimate injury to his groin by the Greg the Hammer Valentine, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and the Honky Tonk Man also fought on this one as well. And the ending had the Ultimate Warrior pin Outlaw Bass to take the victory for his team. He was the sole survivor for his team. The next match was the 10-man elimination tag team match. It was team captain the Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian, the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the British Bulldogs, the Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid, and the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and the Young Stallions, who were Jim Powers and Paul Roma facing off against Demolition, Action Smash, who were the WWE Tag Team Champions. They were the captain of their team. The Brain Busters, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. The Bolsheviks, who were Nikolai Volkov and Boris Zhukov. The Fabulous Rougeau Brothers, who were Jacques and Raymond Rougeau. And the Conquistadors, who were 2 masked Mexican wrestlers. They were legitimate wrestlers who were Hispanic. They were longtime WWE jobbers Jose Estrada and Jose Luis Rivera. And the heel team were managed by Mr. Fuji, Bobby the Brain Heenan, the Dr. Style Slick, and Jimmy the Mouth of the South Heart. This was a 40-minute tag team match. And the rules of this tag team match, if one team member was eliminated, his tag team partner had to hit the showers as well. So it was an elimination tag team match until it was one team. And this was a high-paced match and stuff. What was odd about this, the face team, the Powers of Pain, the Rockers, the British Bulldogs, the Hart Foundation, and Young Stallions, even though they were faces, they did not slapped high fives to the fans and stuff. And this was a highly competitive matchup. You know, great moves like the Rockers and the Brainbusters were feuding against each other. They had it all. And this was the British Bulldog Swain's son in the WWE. Originally, they were going to be eliminated before the Rougeau brothers, but they had to change it. The Rougeau brothers were actually eliminated before the Bulldogs and stuff. And the ending had the Powers of Pain facing off against Demolition, Axe and Smash, and the Conquistadors. And Mr. Fuji, who was managing Demolition, turned on Demolition in this matchup. But Demolition were getting face pops like crazy, even though they were heels and stuff. And Mr. Fuji got Demolition dropped Mr. Fuji as managers, and the fans were cheering. And the Powers of Pain, the Warlord, and the Barbarian picked up Mr. Fuji, and they became Mr. Fuji's new team, the Powers of Pain. They beat the Conquistadors. Fuji hit one of the Conquistadors with the cane, and then Warlord pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. The Warlord and the Barbarian, the Powers of Pain, turned heel, and they survivors and stuff like that. They were on the face team, and they became heels at the end of the match. And afterwards, Demolition came down and attacked the Powers of Pain and fought them off and stuff. And the fans were cheering Demolition and stuff big time. They were bound to turn face anyway because they got huge reactions and stuff. And they had several of the referees and the agents in the suits try to break them up. And the next match was Andre the Giant and Dino Bravo. And they were teaming with Ravishing Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, and Harley Race. And they were managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan and Frenchie Martin, who was Dino Bravo's manager, who was famous for having a sign called USA is not okay and stuff. And he was French Canadian. What does Quebec have any trouble with the United States for? That was just a wrestling angle. They faced off against co-captains Hacksaw Jim Duggan, ho, and Jake the Snake Roberts. They were joined by preliminary wrestler Scott Casey. It was originally going to be Brian Blair, but Brian Blair was fired by the WWE. And Ken Patera, the Olympian strongman, and Tito Santana. And this match was about a 25-minute match. Scott Casey was the first one eliminated because he was a preliminary wrestler by Ravishing Rick Rude. Also, Ken Patera was also eliminated early and stuff. Jake the Snake Roberts DT'd Ravishing Rick Rude. Ending that feud. Ending had Mr. Perfect and Dino Bravo and Andre the Giant against Jake the Snake Roberts. Andre the Giant was choking out Jake the Snake Roberts. But that feud between Jake the Snake Roberts and Andre the Giant started at Saturday night's main event in October of 1988 and stuff. And Andre refused to let the choke hold. He was disqualified and stuff. Jake was groggy and stuff. Mr. Perfect comes in and he pins Jake the Snake Roberts. 1, 2, 3. And it was it was Mr. Perfect and Dino Bravo surviving for that team. And then the main event was the co-captains Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage, who was the WWE champion at that time. Ooh yeah! With Hercules, Coco Beware, and Hillbilly Jim, with Miss Elizabeth in the corner, facing off against co-captains, the Twin Towers, the Big Boss Man, and the African Dream Akeem, with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Everybody has a price for the $1 Million Man. Ha 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 ha! Keen Haku Haku! And the Red Rooster, who's Terry Taylor, with Bobby the Brain Heenan, the Bodyguard Virgil, and the Doctor of Style Slick in their corner and stuff. And this was a main event. And it was pretty good and stuff. It got down to the Twin Towers and Haku facing off against the Mega Powers and stuff. And halfway through the match, they handcuffed Hulk Hogan to the ring ropes, and they attack Randy Macho Man Savage, Twin Towers. Referee disqualifies the Twin Towers. Miss Elizabeth gets the key, and then Hogan gets attacked by Haku. But Hogan hooks up and stuff, and he comes with the comeback, and then gives a leg drop to Haku, pins him 1, 2, 3. Hogan and Macho Man, the Mega Powers, victorious. They were sole survivors. Randy comes up, and like Hogan's hugging Elizabeth, and Randy Macho Man Savage is a little jealous and stuff. This is the start of the breakup of the Mega Powers and stuff, which would be played out for several months. That was the WrestleMania 5 main event. Calling the action was Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse the Body Ventura, who were the pay-per-view team during the early part of the Federation years. And what did I think about Survivor Series 1988? I think it was maybe a B- in my opinion. The progression of the Mega Powers breakup, and also Andre the Giant and Jake the Snake's feud and stuff. And Andre the Giant was not in great condition, and also the infamous turn on Mr. Fuji on the Demolition to join the Powers of Pain and stuff, which was an awful move in my humble opinion. The Powers of Pain came into the WWE as faces, but they got like a lukewarm reaction when they feuded with Demolition. Demolition was on the verge of becoming faces anyway, so the fans had Demolition and the Ultimate Warrior in that match were, just to put over the Warrior. And that's about it on that. I'll be back with the third and final video block of the night, which will be my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile will be the late, great New York Yankees manager, Billy Martin. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Budding guy. Molly Rosenblatt, Fox 35 Rocks, and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. And in the words of WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, Stratisfaction guaranteed. Bye now.